Opened back in 2003, have a look at the Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oakland Raiders and the Philadelphia Eagles. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. An incomplete, crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
He'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Come on, set, and read. Double dog, that's the way.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18.
Watch the safety creep.
Operating from the gun. Newman. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Max 50, Max 50. Come on, D. Kill.
On 3rd and 2, Newman. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
They'll set up a throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
Safety's creeping. Tight yard. Check the backer. He's crashing. Check the crash. Check. Go.
They'll run for it with Cook. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. 2nd and 6. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Foster Moreau, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Newman. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double-team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Come on, set. And read. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the shit. Watch the shit.
On second down, Freeman. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Yeah, check. Hey, Mike. Hey, no, switch the mic right here. We'll go Mike 40. Hey! We got to get the ball. Get the ball.
To throw on third down, Newman looking deep for his tight end Ertz. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down.
We're certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance, because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead, it goes out of bounds at the 1 yard line.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Check. Walk 54. And we got to get to the ball, team.
Back to throw now on first down. Catch made. It's Moreau. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
So second and inches after that first down completion, went just shy of the marker. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Here's a first down throw that's complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
At the 41-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
On that first down pass play, 2nd and 3. A man from the capital of Pennsylvania, Harrisburg. This is Chase Edmonds. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
On the ready. 45. Check Mike 45. All day, baby. All day.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Right there, 54. Watch the pass. Bang, 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 bang.
2nd and 4. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
3 weeks, 3 touchdowns. It's obvious they've looked his way early and often in the red zone this year, and that's usually a pretty good place to find a tight end in the NFL.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. They run. Devontae Freeman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Newman. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line.
At their own 11-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Well, that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's fourth down. Fourth down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. Carlson able to put this one through, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Watch twitch. Go, go. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Shut up.
Looking to throw. Newman. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man. Complete. The 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there for Philly. 61 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch left, watch left. Tight end to the left, tight end left. Even. 4 down, even. 40's the mark. Focus, defense, focus.
Operating from the gun, Newman. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Newman. Throwing left side, it's complete. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. From the left hash, this from 34. And the kick by Elliott is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So they do get to 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
First down, Raiders.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Get him. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Yeah, dog. Hey, watch that.
He'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
A gain of 4. It's now second and
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Let's get that ball right here.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, but now it's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams, and that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
intended for Tyrell Williams. Incomplete.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Newman. And Robinson with a big catch. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
1st and 10. Newman. And a quick throw here. That's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And now he'll tuck it and run. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Well, with them trailing here in the second half, maybe his legs can try to give this offense a spark.
And that's the benefit of having a young quarterback, right? Having a rookie, a guy who will say, hold it a second, I have a little bit of fearlessness to my game. It isn't working as well the other way. Let's see what I can do to help my team this way. And, boy, he did it there.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. On 3rd down, Newman. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. Way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And this one is right down Broadway. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
They'll look to throw here. And his throw is incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. And Charles got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Jannard Avery coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. Now a fair catch taken, maybe a yard or 2 shy of midfield. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over.
Let's go! Pittsburgh, Kill. Defense wins championships, baby. Kill, kill, kill. Sled. Zip it. Wide motion. Check 43. 22, jet, bomber. 22, jet, bomber.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. No. Off. Take swing.
Off play action. Newman. Looking left sideline, it's complete. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Draw play, Washington. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
It's been long day. That's a West.
Operating from the gun, Newman. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down.
Coming to you. Go. Check three. He's checking. Crash. What? Go.
From the gun, Newman. This will be caught at about the 5. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Jimmy, just a 6. Pull it. Now. Check 24.
They'll try to run this one in. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
To me, that's a terrific run on 1st and goal at the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
And goal at the 2-yard line.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Come on, boy. Let's go.
2nd and 2. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
They come up in an offset eye. This Raider defense not giving in. They'll try to hold once more on 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Freeman. Yeah, Freeman was trying to work his way forward, but I don't think he got there. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Yeah, baby.
This defense continues to be good on third down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this? Let's try to get it in the end zone.
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should fourth down be any different? True. You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 8. He's airing it out for Williams. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
They'll set up to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake. Newman. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 2nd down now, it's Freeman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
36. Shoot.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. The kick by Elliott is good. And that'll get the lead down to 5. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
2nd and 3. And he'll find Moreau here. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
On first down, it's Cook. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Defensively, it was Avonte Maddox with a tackle. Offensively, with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
7 yards to go.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7.
Let's go.
Looking to throw. He's got Evans. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 31-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to the ground, Cook. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
45, Mike, 42.
2nd and 9 now. He finds his target. It's Evans.
The 2nd down pass. Complete to Mike Evans. It's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and inches.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches.
Check 25. Check 25. Go. Check up. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Hey. Zoom.
They run. Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They don't go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse. How's
8 ounce.
that?
8 ounce is good.
All right, just check it.
Let's go. Do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
6 guys.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
4 down, check.
To throw again, Newman. And that is incomplete. Down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Hustle. Alert. 3 down. Check. Shift. Watch the shift.
On 4th down, Newman. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Back to throw. Newman. Stepping up. He's going to keep it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Right here. Watch tight. Tight is right. Watch tight.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Off play action. Newman. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
That's complete right around the 8. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you've got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. 1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Watch the run, watch the run. Shit.
On 3rd down, Young. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
A loss of 2 yards. It's now 4th and goal.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. He's at the 30, past the 20. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end. And, you know, some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time. And they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for Oakland, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.